So many of my clients reach out and they ask me about communities where there's tons of amenities, great location, great schools, and sometimes they're like, Jeremy, I don't need to be close to downtown Austin. I'm okay being 45 minutes out. Look, I work from home. Maybe I only work 2-3 days a week downtown Austin, so I'm focused on community. Well, let me walk you through one of the best kind of almost hidden secrets of the Texas Hill Country that's 45 minutes from downtown, has absolutely amazing schools, absolutely amazing community, and there's lots of events, lots of fun things. I have clients that love this neighborhood. Let me show you Sweetwater. So let's start off talking about schools. Now, when people reach out to me looking for really good schools for their kids, there's a few different school districts. Now, Lake Travis is one of those school districts that overall, the entire school district, if you go to niche.com, is rated an A. So this community goes to 3 different schools in the Lake Travis community. Number 1, it goes to Rough Hollow Elementary. According to Niche, this is rated an A-. It's really, really good for an elementary school, especially in the Texas area. If you look at the Texas scores, not all of Texas has really, really good educational scores. So having that score for an elementary is fantastic. Plus, it's really close to the community. It's not a far drive. So I've had clients that have kids in the elementary and they absolutely love it. All right, so let's talk about the middle school. The middle school here is Lake Travis Middle School. Now, this is also rated an A by niche.com. So maybe you have a kid going 6th to 8th grade or transitioning soon in 6th to 8th grade, and you want a really, really good school district for them. Look, middle school here, fantastic. I actually have clients as well that have kids here, and they absolutely love it. Now, let's talk about what you want to hear about, which is the high school. So the high school out here is Lake Travis High School. Notable people that have gone to this high school are a guy called Baker Mayfield. Anybody heard of a guy named Baker Mayfield? Might be a, NFL football player. Yeah. Lake Travis is known for their football program. It's known for the academics, also rated an A by niche.com. Another guy that you might have, heard of if you're a big UT fan, right? Dicker the Kicker. Dicker the Kicker, who is now playing in the NFL, also an alum at Lake Travis High School. So really, really good high school. The sports are amazing if that's something you're looking forward to. Also, what's really cool about this location here is Nitro Swimming is right down the street. I have clients that love Nitro Swimming. If you have competitive swimmers, really good spot for that. So let's talk about location, okay? So this location out here in Sweetwater is a little bit further out than people typically like. Let's just be honest about that. If we're doing pros and cons, it's about a 45-minute drive. The caveat to that is a lot of people are looking at maybe going to Rough Hollow because Rough Hollow also has a lot of amenities. Well, the location here is actually easier access to get to downtown Austin. So it's about 40 minutes. So the location here is actually better than Rough Hollow. Now, people like Rough Hollow because it's attached to the lake. Well, look at the location we are. We're right next to the lake. So if you're gonna go to the marina or go check out things at the lake or a lake person, it's not even 10 minutes away. It is literally throwing distance away. The other thing that's really great about the location of Sweetwater is that you're in the hill country. So you're gonna have views from your home. Driving around this community is kind of like living in the Bay Area, California, as far as the topography goes, or Southern California. So people really like that. The other thing that you're getting here that is really, really amazing is the things in the hill country. My camera guy right behind the camera loves to go to places like Treaty Oak, which is just down the street. So you have really, really good bars, restaurants, you have distilleries, and we haven't even gotten to the amenities of this community, which we're going to talk about in a second. The amenities are absolutely amazing. So these are some things to think about. It's not about sometimes being so close to downtown Austin, but the amenities you get and the location of the things you get. Plus, we're going to talk about the Galleria in a second, so stay tuned for that. So when you're looking at an area like this, you're probably saying, Jeremy, what's the shopping? What's the nightlife? What's the rest of that stuff look like? So let's talk about the Galleria. So right next to this area, about 10 minutes away, is the Hill Country Galleria. There's a Whole Foods in there. There's bookstores in there. There's tons of great restaurants. And so right off 620, then you can actually go in. There's Target. There's a lot of really, really good restaurant stores right off 620 that get into Lakeway. So you have all the things you're going to want in Lakeway. You have them right here. And on top of that, the Hill Country Galleria has so many good restaurants. I mean, if you're a Chili's person, there's Chili's there. If you're wanting high-end fine dining, there's the League. There's a lot of really good restaurants there. So the location for really good fine dining is great. You know, I live in Dripping Springs personally, and sometimes it's hard to get to some of these locations. But here at Sweetwater, you're literally 10 minutes away. It's almost a real quick Uber ride to have all of that fun, really good restaurant lifestyle and pretty much everything you need. H-E-B, Target, all the amenities, everything right there. And you don't have to drive all the way to downtown Austin. All right, in a second, I'm gonna tell you about the amenities. First, let me show you some really cool shots of the homes here. So let's talk about amenities. You want to know about amenities. This is one of the biggest things that you get in a community here. So not only does Sweetwater have one pool pavilion, it actually has two. Now, right now we're at the upper pavilion right now, the clubhouse as they call it. There is a full clubhouse here that you can rent out, hang out in, and then you have really a quiet pool. We're here on a Sunday and there's not a lot of people at the pool. So you have these really cool pools. Now this is a 2-decker pool, but as you see behind me, you're getting hill country views from this clubhouse top area. On top of that, there's soccer fields. There's actually a 10-acre pavilion for this community. That's pretty impressive. You're not going to get a 10-acre pavilion in most spots. So you get a 10-acre pavilion. On the 10-acre pavilion, like I said, there's soccer. There's a really nice playground on this pavilion as well. There's so many really, really great things. There's also a wine tasting pavilion here as well. We're not there yet, and I'm not going to take you to it, but we'll show you some nice clips of it. But there's a wine tasting pavilion. On top of that, there's 10 miles of walking trails around us. In fact, you can see the walking trail right behind me. Like I said, there's 2 pools. And the other pool is like a freaking resort. If you want a resort style pool, here it is. Look, the HOA fees in this neighborhood aren't that expensive. And on top of that, the tax rate here is about 2.7. So we'll get into looking at homes in a second and what home costs are. But that's pretty good for this community. For about $150 a month, having all of the access to these amenities, you're getting it all. Oh, and for all my dog people, this is a great community to be a dog owner, dog lover, because there's a nice dog park. What's interesting to me is dog friendly as Austin is, there's not very many dog parks to go to. So you can converse with your neighbors, drink a glass of wine, hang out and relax, and watch your dogs run around here at the dog park. So you have so many amazing amenities. What do you think? Do you think that these amenities would fit you? Do you think this is a community you want to go to? Let me talk to you about homes in a second. Okay, here we are on what we'll call Build a Row. So in Sweetwater, you're still getting brand new homes being built. So there's a few builders still building right now. Newmark Homes. You also have Perry Homes. Some of these are going to be in the next section, so they're kind of waiting for the next section. So there will be a whole nother section to this neighborhood. Now, in a second, I'm going to go through kind of what you're going to get for pricing, for resale and things like that. But for a builder, keep in mind, like Perry Homes or Newmark, you're going to have a base price. You're going to have, you know, what your incentive prices are. So you're going to have to then, what the cool thing is, you'll be able to pick out some of the things that you put in your home. So that's pretty nice. One of my favorite things to do when building a home or buying a brand new home is picking out the countertops, picking out the floors, doing all that stuff. So pricing in that range is going to probably be in the 800 price point, but we'll go through in a second and show you some of the other homes that are on the market because there's a ton of resale. In fact, at the moment, there's 72 homes in the market, ranging from about $550 all the way up over $1 million. So we'll show that in a second, but you want to come inside real quick and see a Perry home? Let's go inside real quick. Here we go. So this is Perry, one of the builders here in Sweetwater. Now, Perry is building a lot of different homes. What's interesting about Perry, what's kind of cool about Perry, they don't actually have like a floor plan name. Like if you look at other floor plan, like builders, there's like the Holden, right? It's a floor plan. They go actually by the square foot is their floor plan. So this is the 2373. And so this is a really, really amazing floor plan. But what I want to show you about Perry is kind of what you get as far as upgrades when you're looking at something like this. So again, this is about 23, almost 2,400 square foot home. It's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, really nice floor plan. Yet this property, you're going to get lots of upgrades. If you look, there's this really nicely done tile. In the kitchen, you're going to notice 3-centimeter countertops. Are these quartz or are they a different material? You tell me what you think they are. But look at the backsplash of this kitchen. It is absolutely fantastic. One thing that I love about a home, or what a lot of clients reach out to me about homes, is they want a nice wide open floor plan. And what that means is they want to be able to be in their living room and in their kitchen and see both, right? When you have your kids or whoever watching TV, hanging out, and if you're cooking in the kitchen, you want to have that open concept. One thing that's going to be really great if you do buy a floor plan that's not an inventory home. So there's a couple things you get with buying homes right now. Some of the builders will have inventory homes, which means you may not get to pick out some of the things, right? But if you actually build or upgrade, some things that you're going to want, I love, are soft close drawers like this has right here. You're going to want to upgrade your cabinet. So typically when they say, here's the base price for a home, they'll give you like a level 1 cabinet, level 2 cabinet. These are level 5 cabinets, so they're really nice, modern. Now, everybody's going to be different on which cabinets they want. But the other thing that you're going to really want is a nicely upgraded island. And so that's what I like about what Perry's done with a lot of their homes, is they create these really nice concepts where you can get really nice upgrades. Now, typically most builders are going to give you a 2-centimeter countertop, right? So it's only about this big. I love these 3 centimeters. So if you're thinking about upgrades to do to help the home value, definitely do a 3-centimeter upgrade, because I absolutely love that. So I like what they've done with this kitchen. I like what they've done with this house. Let me show you some more of this house. One thing you're going to want to reach out to me about is incentives. Now, builder incentives are constantly changing. They're not always like this. And right now, when you think about interest rates, people are a little nervous to buy a home. Well, most builders can be really competitive on interest rates and bring that interest rate down. Maybe they're doing a buy down, or maybe they're prepaying for those interest rates. So it's something to think about when you're buying or building a home. And that's why a lot of people like to go to new construction right now when the interest rates are so high. There's a lot of other incentives that a builder is going to give you. So you definitely reach out to us if you want builder incentives, if you want to know what builder incentives you should be asking for, because we're the real estate brokerage that's going to do that for you and give you that information. Okay, here we are looking at the area of Sweetwater. As you can tell right now, there's quite a bit on the market right now. This is the newer section. In the newer section, you have, homes from the 656 price range at the lowest, all the way up to 2.5 million. So this is in the neighborhood as well. This is the gated community. So this is what you'd get in the gated community, about 2.5 million. This is a 4,000 square foot, 4-bedroom home. Pretty spectacular house overall. But this is going to be in the gated, kind of more exclusive private area. If you look over here, there's quite a few homes on the market right now that are resale. Resale on the high end from about 1.1 million. So this one's $1,080,000, with the lowest being about 600 for resale. So 600 on the low end is going to get you 4-bed, 2-bath, 1,900 square foot property. And this is active on the market right now. Just giving you a good idea of what you would get in this area. So quite a bit right now. If you are looking in the Sweetwater area, there's a lot of, great price variety, because you have, you can get even a little bit more value for your buck here. 3,200 square foot. This is going to be 2022 home. So this is pretty new, pretty nice looking properties at a corner lot. You're going to get views with a lot of these properties. Just giving you a good idea of what you're going to get here in Sweetwater. So there you go on the resale. Definitely a great mix of prices in here, as low as 600, really up to $1 million. You can't get in the newer section like this, brand new 2023, 2,100 square foot for a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. So there you go. We are at the top of the hill here, and what's amazing, this is the newest section being built out. So this is just absolutely breathtaking because behind me in this section, you literally can see downtown Austin. Remember I said Austin's 45 minutes away? Well, downtown Austin, the skyscrapers of downtown, you can see from the lots here. How absolutely amazing is that? Isn't that something like maybe you would be like, hey, maybe we should look into Sweetwater. Maybe we should reach out to Jeremy and Eileen with the night group. I don't know. Maybe that's something you decide. You drop a comment and tell me if that's what you're going to do. Now that you've seen this community, it's time for you to do two things. It's time for you to hit the like button, subscribe, drop a comment. The second thing to do is reach out to us if you're looking to buy or sell anywhere around the Austin area. Jeremy Knight, the Night Group, your favorite Austin realtor.